Hi everyone, I'm Indiana Ortez from Agro Tobaccos. I'm the blender of PSyKo SEVEN Nicaragua, Father, Friends, and Fire. And actually, I'm part of the first 100% Nicaraguan tobacco family in the factory in Condega. And now you are watching CigarNoise Weekly.
Thanks, Indiana, and welcome back to CigarNoise Weekly. I'm Dave, your host, and this week, Sam pairs the Father, Friends, and Fire. Ted shows the PSyKo SEVEN Nicaragua as his cigar of the week. Rich takes a page out of Dom's book and talks about chicken nuggets. Tyler asks the folks at Lake Country about their favorite brand mispronunciations. And Dom does what only Dom can do. So fire up your favorite cigar by Indiana Ortez, pour yourself a tall glass of liquid freedom. It's time to make some noise. This week, the latest small batch exclusive found its way home. Take a look at Claudenstein, a collaboration between small batch and Viaje. This release celebrates Claude's recovery after several surgeries last year, and I'm pretty sure it makes him the most celebrated Blue Frenchie alive today. And it looks like the 2020 Las Calaveras from Crown Heads is also headed out this week, now sporting a purple band with a reduced production rate. If you're looking for the sampler boxes, they only produce 20% of those, comparing this year to last year. And RoMa announced the Intemperance Whiskey Rebellion 1794, Hard and Feathered, a box-pressed Robusto Gordo that should be hitting the shelves in the fall, with production set to around 500 boxes a year. And Cigar Aficionado reports that an appeals court struck down the FDA's plan to require warning labels to cover 30% of your cigar boxes in a unanimous decision. Basically, since the FDA couldn't prove that such labels would limit the number of smokers, they failed to convince the court that requiring warning labels was within their power under the Tobacco Control Act and Administrative Procedure Act. And next we're headed to San for your wine and cigar pairing.
Hey y'all, it's your girl San here this week with CigarNoise for your weekly vino and leaf pairing. Today's pairing is the Fathers, Friends, and Fire from Ventura Cigar Company with Indiana Ortez and her father, Omar Ortez Sr. And I'll be pairing that with Stephen Millier's white blend out of the Lodi Valley again in California. The Fathers, Friends, and Fire starts with these kind of hefty black pepper and floral notes on the retro hell, and then in the first third you're just getting a lot of nuttiness, a little bit of a sweetness, almost a caramel sweetness, cedar, leather, cocoa, definitely something that's like bready, like freshly baked bread. And then on the white wine blend out of Lodi Valley, a lot of tropical fruit flavors. It's very crisp, it's sweet but not overly sweet, so peaches, apricots. There's something also very floral on the nose that's kind of enhancing a little bit of the floral notes inside of the cigar. This cigar is probably maybe my third experience with it, but it's just this great balance of strength and sweetness, and I think it's indicative of the relationship between Mr. Omar Ortez Sr. and his sweet, beautiful daughter, Indiana Ortez. I'll continue to smoke cigars out of the Ventura Cigars portfolio, specifically anything with the Ortez family. And I do hope that you all have enjoyed today's vino and leaf pairing with CigarNoise.
Thanks, Sam, and be sure to check her out at Vino and Leaf on Instagram for all things wine and cigars. And now let's check in with Tyler at Lake Country Cigars.
David off is another one.
Sir, we are recording. Hello, CigarNoise. This is Tyler, checking in at Lake Country Cigars. This week's question that I pulled for the customers here is, what is the most mispronounced cigar brand names you've heard?
Hello, I'm Tyler's dad.
Well, the one that I think is by far the most common is Olivia.
First answer was Olivia, because I hear that all the time.
The one I hear a lot, and I think this guy does it on purpose because he knows how much I like RoMa Craft. They'll call it Aroma Craft.
Placenta is one of them I've heard.
La Placenta is maybe the funniest that I've heard.
Arthur Fuente, Gherkin, and Alex Bradley. We didn't carry any of those at the time, I guess, but those are the 3 brands he wanted. So.
No one ever did.
CAO, Chow, they'll call it.
La Galena, which we actually came up with to mess with Brad, the rep, when we met him.
But I will show you one that I don't even know how to pronounce. It's made by RoMa Craft Guaymaro. Maybe I'm saying that right?
I hear Davidoff instead of Davidoff.
Another one I get a lot is Illusione. Now, I've heard Dion go on record saying that either one works for him, but he says Illusione, so that's what I'm going with, Illusione.
One that's, I think is a mispronunciation that almost everyone does is Cohiba, because in Spanish, H doesn't make that sound, it would be Cohiba, I think, but I'm not sure.
And that's all we have this week. Check out Cigar Noise Boys podcast. We had on Mikey from Small Batch and Zach from Down and Back, Caldwell, and La Barbon. And this is Tyler signing off from the home lounge. Back to you, Dave.
Thanks, Tyler, and be sure to check him out at FeSoHorny on Instagram and tune into the Cigar Noise podcast. It airs each week. And next we head to Ted for your Cigar of the Week.
This week we have Nicaraguan Puro, Nicaraguan Puro, PSyKo 7 Nicaragua. Listen, if you haven't smoked this cigar, there might be something wrong with you. I don't like Connecticut wrap cigars. Listen, I know. Guys that I know that don't like Connecticut wrap cigars love this cigar. This may be one of the best newer releases in the cigar manufacturing realm recently that I just absolutely love. This cigar is going to cost you about $8 or $9, and let me tell you, they'll be the best $8 or $9 you ever spent since you rented that movie Waterworld, which was horrible, by the way. If you haven't rented it, don't go watch it. $8 or $9 well spent. You are going to get notes of wood and leather and baking spices and cocoa and cinnamon. I guess cinnamon's a baking spice, but whatever. Dried fruit, just a fantastic smoke. Easy on the palate. A little bit of white pepper on there, in and out. A retrohale occasionally, but not overpowering at all. You could easily hand this cigar to a brand new cigar smoker. They'd be just fine. I really like the fact that Indiana's signature's on there. Indiana Cortez blend this cigar. If you guys don't know that, she's got a winner here. She is a cigar smoker of my heart right here. Remove label before lighting. If you need to go back and watch Cigar Noise Weekly on band burning and my rant on that, I suggest you do it. I suggest you don't do it. Don't burn the bands. Do go listen to my rant. All right. So anyway, I have a message specifically for Miss Cortez.
Amo este cigarro.
Oh yeah, I love this cigar. I love this blend. You will too. PSyKo 7 Nicaragua, 5x50-ish, $8-9. I'm telling you right now, it's the best money you'll spend this week or next. Go grab yourself a box. Don't grab a single. Don't grab a 5-pack. You're gonna regret it. Grab a box of these and smoke your way through them. Send me a message on Instagram. Let me know what you think. Indiana, fantastic job. We'll see you guys next week.
Thanks, Ted, and be sure to check him out at Ted Runs Again on Instagram. And now we're headed to Rich for your weekly knowledge drop.
What do you get when you mix unwanted scraps of tobacco, maybe some water, and some cellulose? You pound it up real good, and you flatten it out in a process not unlike making paper. Do you give up? It is homogenized tobacco leaf. Homogenized tobacco leaf was created in the 1950s and was an incredible invention for machine-made cigars. Now, why would it be important for machine-made cigars? Think about it. Machines really love things that are consistent. And if you can get a consistent thickness, a consistent color, consistent everything, you've got yourself a good machine-made cigar. Now, you know what else came out around about the 1950s? Chicken nuggets. chicken nuggets and homogenized tobacco leaf have some similarities. All right. Number one, they use pieces that other processes may not use. Number two, pretty cheap because COC 0.1. Number three, people seem to like it and they sell a heck of a lot of it. A lot of machine-made cigars are currently made using homogenized tobacco leaf. It could be the wrapper, it could be the binder. Usually not going to be used for a filler. If you like chicken nuggets, you might like homogenized tobacco leaf. Who knows? The other thing that's pretty similar about those two is that real aficionados typically don't say they're great, even if they do love them. They don't count them as premium.
Thanks, Rich, and be sure to check him out at MukauRich on Instagram for all of his wise words. And speaking of chicken, no episode would be complete without a wander through Dom's world.
What up, all you sucker MCs? What up, fools? So, you may be thinking to yourself, hey Dom, what are you doing in a sketch parking lot? That doesn't look safe. Well, playa, I was born on the streets. Let's talk about the face-off we've got going today. Up first, we have Popeye's spicy chicken sandwich. Hey, shut up. All right, keep it down.
Nobody likes you.
All right, anyway, this spicy chicken goodness is going up against PSyKo 7 Nicaragua. All right, hey, settle down.
Round one.
I like the look of this. Good form. Not too symmetrical. You don't want... It's a piece of chicken. It's not going to be a circular patty. This ain't no Chip Ahoy's cookie.
Try again.
This ain't no Chips Ahoy cookie. All right, now let's see what it tastes like. Oh. Oh. So it's not too spicy. It's definitely not hot because I bought this at like 5 p.m. today and it's nighttime now.
Checks out.
Remember that? That's tough to beat. That's some good chicken right there. I'll tell you. Let's give this puppy a taste. It's a small batch cigar.
Thank you for sharing.
You know what? This right here has to be the best chicken I've ever had.
No way! Let's go!
Sorry, Mr. Sandwich. You didn't win the first round. You lost. Let's get a little psycho. Go to round 2. Not really sure how to do this one in hand, but here we go. Can't smoke a sandwich. The PSyKo 7 Nicaragua pretty much just has to show up to beat the sandwich in that last round. So here we go.
Yo, what is happening
come on, dude. I'm eating oatmeal right now. Oh my goodness. The sandwich wins. Man, you hate to see it, but it looks like we have a dead tie.
What are we gonna do?
Yeah, well, you know, I'm not into flipping coins, so I guess it's gonna come down to a foot race.
Runners, after ready. Get set. Go! They're neck and neck. What an absolutely sensational finish by PSyKo 7 Nicaragua. I called it. Oh, I knew it. It's over. I'll take a PSyKo 7 Nicaragua with a side of fries, please.
Thanks, Dom, and for all that and more, all of Dom's shenanigans, be sure to check him out at cigar_analogies on Instagram. All right, guys, that's it from us. I hope you have an awesome rest of your week. We will see you next Wednesday. As we close our social media CigarNoise hashtags of the week, I'd like to say thank you very much to all of our special guests, everyone that makes this show happen each week, and Tom Thurl for sharing his musical talent with us. Okay.
Let me get my cigar.
All right,
Oh,
we're
we
going.
got the flash. Do we want the flash on? Sir, we are recording. Tell me you got that.
Yes.
All right.